Hi, welcome to Linux Virtual Lab. In last video we saw how to use case statement in Linux. In this video we'll see loops. So different loops that can be used for the programs. So this is the very first loop is the for loop. This is a syntax for loop. You have for the variable name in list. For var in list. Now list is the parameter that has a series of values that can be used for the iterations. So for do and done, so all the statements will execute between do and done. So till the for loop condition is not satisfied, the loop will execute. The for loop will execute in the iterations. So we'll see an example for this. This is an example 1. So you have test as the variable in, and this is a list of values through which the for loop will iterate. So initially when you run the program, the first value assigned to the test will be Alabama. So in the do loop it will print the next state is the state name. Again in the second iteration it will take the value as Alaska. So test value become the value for test becomes Alaska, and so on. So like this it will print 5 these state names and then quit from the loop. So this is how the loop gets executed, for loop. The second example where you can read or you can take the values for iteration from some file. So in this case you have a file states. Now the states file contains the names of the states. Now here in for states, this state is a variable in cat $5. Now when you fire this cat $5, so in the backtick the cat $5 will read the contents of the file states, because the states is the value assigned to the variable file. So till this file has the names of the states, the loop will continue and it will go on displaying the state names. So visit beautiful and the state name. So this will continue till there are state names specified in the file. So cat5 will read the contents in the file and take it as a value for iteration. So this is how we use for loop. So one more example. Now in this we are iterating through all the files and directories. So you can directly so this is the home directory. Within it there is a rich directory, and under rich directory again there is a test directory. So star indicates all the files and directories in this directory. So all the files and directories are considered in this for loop. So each file and directory will be picked up, name of the file and directory will be picked up one by one. File is the variable that will hold the value of each file and directory that is read from here, and it will check if the chosen file name is a directory, then it will display that the file is a directory. Else if the file name is a file, so -f and -d, as we had discussed this in the conditional statements, it checks whether the file is a file or a directory, and accordingly it will display the messages as shown here. And the loop continues till there are files and directories available in this particular directory. So this is how we can read from the file as well as from the list that is available. You can also for loop in the C style. So this is the C style for loop where you have for, you'll open the double brackets, variable assignment, space, semicolon, space, condition, again space, semicolon, space, and iteration. Again you have do and done. So all the statements that we have to repeat will be placed in do and done. So this is an example here. So for, again we are printing 10 numbers here. So here again you can see there is a space between and there is a space before and after the operator. So you have a space here and a space here. Similarly space before and after the semicolon, and the statements that are to be repeated are under the do and done statement. So this will print all 10 numbers in a line. Then the another loop is the while loop. This is the syntax for while loop. So while the test command, that is the condition here, do execute the statements that you want to execute in this loop, and done. This is for looping. So again the example for while loop. So I have a variable with value 10. So while the variable is greater than 0, and displaying the value and reducing the value by 1. So this is what we are decrementing the value of the variable. So till the value of variable is greater than 0, the loop will execute and will print the numbers 10 to 0. You can also have a nested while loop. So again you have a outer while loop, and within that you have a for loop. So we can have nested loops, as we use nested loops in C and Java program. So it's same as that. The next loop is the until loop. So until loop we have used in VB.NET. So it is exactly opposite from the while command. So it requires a test command that will produce a non-zero exit status. So whenever the until loop is used, it looks for the non-zero exit status. That is, whatever commands are executed, it will execute successfully. So this is the syntax: until test commands, that is the condition, do and done. So this is how it works: where 1 is equal to 100 until where 1 is equal to 0. So this is the test condition. So till it is a non-zero, till it becomes 0, it will keep on execute. So it requires a test command that produces a non-zero exit status. So this is a non-zero exit status. So till when it becomes 0, it will stop, it will not iterate in the loop. So until $var1 equal to 0, echo var1. So again here we are displaying the numbers from 100 to 0 and reducing 10 numbers after every iteration. So decrementing 10 numbers after every iteration. So this is how we use different loops in shell scripts. I'm writing the program for Linux in Linux. So you all need to type out these programs and execute and see the output of this. Also face some errors while typing the program, and using this we can complete all the journal practicals. So, and this will help you to write Linux shell scripts easily. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching the video.